One Big Thing.
I'd intended to write One Big Thing on Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. A 28-point halftime lead on 65% shooting for the Dubs made it a pretty barren landscape for interesting stories. At one point in the second half, they're up by 41. Thankfully, before the game, there was a story that I wanted to make sure didn't get lost in the shuffle. Mike Brown on his trip to the arena.
Yeah, I'm a couple of minutes late. So I was driving here, had my son and a couple of friends in my car. I have a black Range Rover, and we're exiting the off-ramp. I look through my rear view. I'm like, I tell my son, because my son loves Coach Pop, and Coach Pop known him for a long time. And I said, Cam, the Spurs are behind us. And he goes, how do you know? I say, there's a police escort of motorcycles in front of them. He goes, okay. So one motorcycle zooms and gets at, the red light that you got to turn left when you exit off the X ramp, pauses there and tells everybody to get through. So my buddy's like, oh, you got to thank the Spurs for that part. So I'm like, okay, cool. So go to the next red light and more cops come. So now the bus is right up on us. More cops come and they're like, get through. And this is kind of helping us out. So we're helping me out because, I got double R breathing down my neck. And so then we get to the part where you're about to turn right to go through the big gates, where the last red light. And so, the cop's like, get through. I'm like, man, this is great. I didn't have to stop for any of these red lights. So I literally start to go, and I'm going to get in the far left lane, right, to go through where we all go through. And a cop out of nowhere pulls in front of me and goes, hey, you, stop. I'm like, Warriors acting coach? He's like, I don't care. Hey, you stop. So I'm like feeling myself a little bit. I'm like, hey, I'm not getting bullied by either Oakland PD or San Francisco PD. Like my own building, my own parking lot. So I start to go a little bit, and another one pulls up. Hey, you heard him, stop. So I'm like, okay, I'm on a motorcycle, right? If I scoot a little closer, they got to get scared, because I know I would get scared. From a car to a motorcycle, so I start scooting forward. And then an SUV pulls up, PD. And I hear him over their speaker. Hey, you in the Range Rover, stop. It's right now. You heard the officer, stop. So then I got scared. I was like, I got 5 cops around here. So I just stopped. And I said, I'm just trying to get to the game. I'm late. So I let the bus go and the 18 cops, and I'm going around behind the bus, and I get this phone call. Greg Popovich, San Antonio Spurs. So I answer the phone, and Pop is dying. He goes, Mikey, I didn't know that was you. He goes, I'm sitting here, I see this black Range Rover, I see all these cops surrounding him, I see the car trying to inch forward. I'm like, he's about to get arrested. I said, Pop, this is my own building. And he goes, I know, when I saw it was you, I died laughing. So that's why I'm late, sorry.
He was so funny. Somebody's got to teach him, if the California Highway Patrol tells you to move over, you move over. He didn't do that. But it was funny.
I guess it's easy to say that the last laugh got Mike Brown's way because they won by 36 points. I'm certain I would have been arrested. I'm certain I would have been arrested because he said I was feeling myself a little bit. I mean, how do you not I am the coach of this team. I have to go here too, right? I mean, Coach Brown handled it far, far, far better than I ever would have. But what do they say? You catch more flies with honey than vinegar or something. It's a bad analogy. I guess what I'm saying is you should smile and not be mad.